Welcome, Scorpio placements. In this reading, we'll gain clarity on the next 3 months. We're going to start with what you're currently dealing with and then look at what's coming towards you in the near term and then the long term. And then we'll get you some messages of guidance and encouragement from your guides. Okay, and I want to look at the astrological influences that are impacting you currently. And we have the sun and yin energy and also mutable energy. Okay. All right. Yeah, so you're showing up here in the mutable energy. So I feel like you are in this place where you are welcoming change. You are allowing yourself to be more of who you authentically are. So you are practicing trust in yourself. You're utilizing your intuition more. You're connecting more with source and your higher self. Okay, so I feel like this is coming out in the way that you express yourself, in your appearance, in your communication style, your tone, like just the way that you're handling situations that come up. Like, I feel like you have decided, like, okay, I'm going to be, more of my authentic self, and I'm going to be more compassionate, more empathetic, more understanding, whatever those values that you hold true to you. You are expressing those and you're becoming more and more of that person, which is who you authentically are. Okay. So what else for Scorpio? What else? Thank you. So we have the Six of Pentacles here along with the Eight of Wands. Okay, and so I feel like, you still do have your moments where you're like, the old me is coming out, and at this point in time, it's a little easier for the old you to come out. But again, it's just like, it's a part of the process here. Like, you are slowly embodying your authentic self and who you are. So it is a process. And there are going to be moments where you do feel like, yeah, I'm not on this. Like, I just need to say and do exactly how I feel. But then there's other moments, for the most part, where you are trying to evolve. You are working towards your spiritual enlightenment here. And I also feel like with the Six of Pentacles here, that there are some gifts and talents that you are considering exploring, or you are exploring them at this time. I do also feel like there's blessings here. So it could be financially, it could be in any other form as well, like opportunities. It could be connections with soul family. So it's not just about money here, but you do have blessings coming to you and that you are currently experiencing. So if you don't feel that that is the case, then I do invite you to reflect on that, because they're always right there in front of you, and there's little things that are happening that you may not feel at the time are blessings, but when you do take a moment to reflect and you consider, like, what's the positive part that I can extract from this situation or from what's happening to me currently, then you will realize that, yeah, these are blessings, and they may be disguised, but nonetheless, they are still blessings. So that is coming up here, very prevalent, that you are receiving those and you have more coming to you. Okay, so what else for Scorpio? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands here in reverse, and give me some clarity on that, please. Thank you. All right. So we have the Four of Wands. Okay. So I feel like you have made the choice here that you do want to evolve. You do want to focus on what your priorities are and what your passions are and what's important to you. And you have this opportunity, like, you're stepping into a new chapter. You're stepping into a new portal of success, abundance, fulfillment, happiness, joy, bliss. Okay, so what you are stepping into, what you are allowing to unfold here, is along your true purpose and part of the reason you came here, as essentially. Okay, so this is like, it's only going to go up from here. It's only going to get better and better and better. And that really has to do with your energy and the energy that you're putting out into the universe, because again, reality is just a reflection of what the energy that you're in. Okay, it's just a mirror showing you what's going on with you, essentially. So with this new chapter opening, that is wonderful to see, and that really aligns with what we were saying up here, as far as like, yeah, you have turned over a new leaf. You have decided that, yeah, I'm going to be more aligned with who I authentically am and my purpose here, which is love and light. Okay, I mean, we all have specific tasks that we came here to do, but just in a general sense, to connect with the collective, you are really in that light and unconditional loving energy. So we have the Ace of Fire here as well. So we spoke about the blessings that you're receiving, and there's more to come, and here's also confirmation of that. So what is coming to you is going to be things that are going to make you feel passionate, creative, inspired. You may even have like new philosophies, new things that you're learning that are helping you to evolve. And you can apply this, I'm hearing, to different areas in your life, to your financial abundance, to your health and wellness, to your family environment and relationships, and to your spiritual development. Okay, so whatever this is applying, it's going to be different for everyone. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of you like focusing on those areas that make you content and joyful and blissful, and saying like, yeah, that's the direction I'm going to go in. That's where I'm going here. So what else? Give me just 2 more cards, please. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So I do see and the Queen of Cups. Okay. Yes. So we have emotions coming through. We have you leading with your heart at this time, and it's providing fruits. Okay, so what I mean by that is essentially like it's benefiting you greatly to do that, to lead with your heart, to also give in whatever way you feel comfortable giving and you can afford to give. So it could be monetarily, it could be with time, it could be with some comments of support to others, or just being there for others when they need someone to talk to. So whatever way this is that you're being charitable, yeah, that is the right thing to do. That for you, I'm hearing. You're definitely being guided to continue doing that, and things are only going to expand, and your reach, your influence, your inspiration is just going to continue to grow. So you are living authentically and leading with your heart. Okay. So I feel like also with the emotions, what's going on with the emotions here? Because we have the Queen of Cups, but I see like a lot of the passion here. Anything? Okay. All right, so I'm going to put that on hold for a second, and we're going to look at what's coming in your immediate future. Okay. So we have Uranus, we have fire energy, and we have Pluto. Okay. All right, yeah, so you are more change, more growth, more evolution, more spiritual development, more progression along your path, your true path, and what you came here to do. Okay, so I'm hearing like some creativity that's coming through, and that's igniting passions as well. You're gaining more and more confidence and bravery and courage to be who you truly are and to go after the things that you want to achieve and accomplish. So I feel like for some of you, this may be a little different. You may have some different ideas or different things that you want to explore that may not necessarily fit into like the shell that people have placed you in, or the perception that people have of you, or the idea of you by other people. excuse me, so some things that you want to do and explore may not fit into that, but you're being guided to be you, to transform into the beautiful butterfly that you are here. And I'm saying that because I see it here. But yeah, that is the message, to continue on your path. You're on the right path, and you're being guided to continue and to allow yourself to transform and grow and be who you authentically are. Okay. So what else for Scorpio? So we know you're being guided to continue on this path here. And what else? What else is in the immediate future? Thank you. Okay, so here is the emotion that I'm like, okay, where's that coming through? I'm not seeing that here yet, but it's right there. Thank you. So on this new chapter, it's so important to allow things to leave that aren't serving you. So I do see you doing that here with the wheel coming up in the immediate future. Also, I feel like there could be love coming towards you if that is something that you do desire. There could also be love from yourself, self-love, self-confidence, courage, you becoming one with your higher self. Not necessarily one, you're already one, but more connected with your higher self is what I want to say there. And what else? Oops. Okay. All right. I'm not going to take all these because they kind of fell out. We'll see. That was a horrible shuffle there. Let me do it again. One more time. That's a little better. But we'll take it. We'll take it. All right. So what? What else for Scorpio, please? Okay, thank you. All right, so we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. Okay. The Three of Wands. Okay. So I feel like you are continuing along the path, which we said that, we know that, but this is really leading you toward victory, toward greatness, toward fulfillment, abundance, and happiness. Okay, so we also have the Ace of Pentacles here. So not only do you have love coming towards you, if that is what you truly desire, you also have financial opportunities coming towards you. So it could be in the form of a new job offer, a higher position, a new project, a collaboration, a partnership with someone, or like a business idea that you have that you want to step into the entrepreneurship area and explore and grow that on your own. So there's definitely opportunities and additional abundance of becoming available to you in your immediate future. Okay, so anything else in the immediate future? Thank you. So we have the Three of Swords here, as well as you continuing to heal. So we know that you are continuing along this journey of spiritual evolution and growth. And we saw that your finances are coming together and expanding, and you're being more and becoming more abundant financially, as well as from an emotional perspective, you're really working on balancing your emotions and being more emotionally intelligent. We do have love coming in. So not only love from others, but love for yourself. And we also have this healing process that is, you're working your way through that. So some of you may be much farther along than others, but you definitely are in that place. Okay, and then we have the Lovers here. So that's some confirmation of me, confirmation to me that you do have love coming through to you. And excuse me, clear my throat here. Again, this is just more confirmation that it could be you becoming one. And why do I keep saying becoming one? I must need to say that if I keep saying it. But what I mean by that is you becoming and having a stronger relationship with your higher self, right? So this lovers can be you and your higher self, or it can be you and a partner in the 3D. So we see both of those opportunities here for that expansion. All right, so I want to see, let's see what else we have here. Okay, let's get a couple more here. What else? What else? Anything else? Okay. All right, the sun. Beautiful. Beautiful, because you have so much opportunity for success here, and you keeping trust in yourself, staying focused on your goals, taking that inspired action towards your goals and the things that are a priority to you, and staying positive in all situations is going to be so important to you at this time. So when you are having contrasts, when you are having challenges, and you're recognizing and realizing like, okay, this is not what I want to be experiencing right now. Some things you may feel like you don't have a choice. And that in those moments, and essentially in all of the moments at all times, whether you define the experience as good or bad, you're being guided to really extract from that the lesson in that, like, what is this here to teach me? Why am I experiencing this? So don't let any experience just go to waste and just label it as negative or bad and you just don't want to deal with it. No, it's about you reflecting as soon as you can on what is this here to teach me, and reshaping that experience into an opportunity. And we do that immediately, and we do that easily with positive experiences and things that experiences that we would consider to be positive. But for the negative ones, it's much more difficult. It's much more difficult to do that. So the goal here is to do that in all experiences and really stay out of that definition of negative, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, let me know. But I feel like it makes sense. You hear what I'm saying. All right, and then we have strength here. Yeah, so being strong is really going to help you. And I feel like, you know, as we're speaking about connecting in a deeper way with your intuition and source and your higher self, that is going to give you the courage and strength that you need to handle any situation that is coming your way. So we also have the Four of Swords here. Yeah, some reflection. We talked about that reflection on situations where you feel like, you know, it's not turning out as you wanted it to, or you didn't get everything that you desired. You only accomplished a little bit of what your goals were. Reflect, extract out the positive parts, extract out the lessons, and move on. Okay, so whatever those processes are for you to reflect, meditation, journaling, taking a walk, doing breath work, whatever those processes are, do that so you can quickly move through these energies and these feelings that you don't desire. Okay, but also just rest and relaxation and incorporating more self-care practices into your routine are just going to be beneficial to you anyway. So you can't lose by doing that. That's going to be a positive win-win all the way around anytime you're incorporating those self-care practices in. Okay. All right, anything else? Let's get one more. Give me one more card here. Thank you. All right, and then we have the Page of Earth here. Okay, so this is a learning process, and it is about the journey. It's not about the destination. So just remember that when you're going through things and you're like, oh, I'm not liking this. I want different. I want change. That's wonderful. Extract out the lessons and move on. Make sure that you're learning. Make sure that you understand in these reflections that you're doing, when you are extracting the lessons, when you're figuring out, like, why did I have to experience this? What was this here to teach me? Make sure that you truly understand the message, the lesson, and then move forward, because there is learning happening here as well. Okay, so if you feel like you're not really learning, you're just kind of coasting along, then that is a message to you. That's a sign to you that, okay, there could actually be some things that you can extract from these experiences that are going to help you to continue to move toward your life purpose. Okay, so let's see from a longer term perspective here, not farther than 3 months, what we have going on for Scorpio, please. Okay, so we actually got 4 here, and we got some houses here. Okay, so we have the first house, we have South Node, which I'm going to put here. Then we have the second house and the third house. Okay. All right. So I feel like immediately there are some, I don't necessarily like want to say karmic things, but there are some things that you've decided that have kind of built up over several lifetimes that you wanted to come here to address once and for all, to work through. And I want to see, like, as it relates to the first house, what do we have here? What type of messages do we have? Okay. All right. So I feel like you are mastering, you will master the self, right? So this is like your appearance, the way you connect with the world, you're being grounded with the world, but also spiritual, your interactions within the world, your connections with the collective. I feel like you are at the place where you are mastering that, or you will be mastering that. So that is coming towards you. So that is a wonderful opportunity to really focus in on that and to pay attention to that, and to ensure that you are grounded to the world, that you are keeping your chakras balanced, and you're connecting with nature, water, whatever feels most comfortable to you on the earth, plants, herbs, whatever those natural things are that you feel a connection with. Excuse me. You're being guided to continue with that, because you will have a lot of success in that area, and it's going to provide a lot of comfort and protection, security, unconditional love to you, nurturing to you. You're going to feel all that unconditional love in so many different ways by connecting with nature. Okay. Excuse me. What is going on here? Okay. All right. So let's look at the second house here with your possessions, your finances. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, so you are actually expanding those finances as well. So that's more confirmation of not only in the immediate future, but also in longer term, you still have more abundance and blessings coming to you from a financial perspective. And it's really going to help to build your confidence and to make you feel more secure and grounded to this earthly experience, to this particular lifetime and experience that you have, because you are building generational wealth, and so much so that you are going to be able to be more philanthropic to the collective and not sacrifice anything that you have, or not take away from anything that you have. Like, your reserves, your wealth is solid and will be solid even with you giving to others. Okay, so let's see what else for the third house, or let's move to third house. So we have the 10 of Cups there. All right. Okay, so I feel like you really have the opportunity to create a happy, healthy, loving family environment or partnership. If you already are in a relationship, you really have the opportunity to create stronger bonds together. And I feel like we talked about you sort of managing your emotions and being emotionally intelligent. There's greater opportunity here for you to strengthen that. And your emotional intelligence is just like your general intelligence and other social intelligence, all the other intelligences. It's just like that. It's something that you do need to work on. You do need to exercise that. You do need to grow that. So that's not something you can say like, oh, I'm emotionally intelligent, and then that's the end of it. Like, no, that's something that does need to be nurtured and grown. And that is what I'm seeing here, just as it relates to the communication. And it could be you being more emotionally intelligent, more compassionate, more empathetic within the home environment, with your partner, with your children, with your other family members. Okay, so you have that opportunity coming to you, and it's one where you can truly be successful if you desire that, and if you want to try and work toward that type of healthy, happy home environment and those strong relationships with your family. Okay, so these are all things that you may have worked up that you needed to address over several lifetimes here. Okay, and then we have the star. I love that, the star and the sun. So you have, again, success here. There's nothing but success coming to you if you desire that, if you focus, if you take inspired action. Okay, yes, wonderful. I love it. So you have all success and celebration. So you may even have a wedding coming up, or you may have some celebration coming up of graduation, completion of significant goals that you maybe have been working towards. Take that time to celebrate. So there could even be like something within the community, a community celebration that you're planning or that you're attending or participating in. So whatever this is, just be creative and allow yourself to enjoy yourself and have an amazing time. Just have fun and continue working on your goals. Okay. So I want to see here, let's move to the oracles, see what we have for Scorpio. Any last messages? Okay, so we have lightness and listen. Okay, so I feel like you should take a light approach as much as you can. Take the path of least resistance, because that is where your happiness lies. And that is how you know it's true and it's right and it's for you. Okay, the easier it is. We have listen, right? So we have the ears here. So this is you connecting with source, connecting with your guides, connecting with your higher self, connecting with your intuition and listening. Okay. All right. Where are we going here? Let's get some more messages. So we have sanctuary. Okay, so we spoke about reflecting. So you may want to create or update your altar and that place where you do meditate, and just ensure that it's comfortable, that it's quiet, that it just has positive energy flowing in that space. So you may want to just take that time to ensure that that is how that environment is. And I feel like there's also, I'm seeing a lot of animals here. So there could be a spiritual significance for you, some messages with elephants or bears. There's also fox and rabbit as well. So if any of those animals resonate with you, you may want to look up the spiritual significance of them, or them having them as spirit guides, and there may be some messages. Okay, so we have solitude as well, and we spoke to you really reflecting, taking those moments to ensure that you're reflecting and ensure that you're understanding what is the message, what is the lesson out of these experiences that we're having, especially those that you feel and you define as something you don't prefer or negative. Okay, then we have spiritual career. Okay, wonderful. So as we spoke about that side hustle, it may be something that's esoteric. So you may have some esoteric tools and gifts available to you. that you want to share with the world. And if that is the case, you're being guided. It's right here. Go for it. You will absolutely be successful. And again, it's about the journey. So I'm not saying like, okay, yeah, just go ahead and do it and it'll be successful right away. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you put in the inspired effort and that is your focus, it can absolutely be successful right away, or it can take a little more time. And you will decide that based off of where you feel and how comfortable you feel, and the energy that you're putting out into reality is going to determine that. So wherever you feel you're at is what you will receive. All right, and then we have love. I love that because we talked at length about you now and in the future continuing to become one. Why do I keep saying become one? Like continuing to evolve with your higher self. You're continuing that process. So what else do we have? We have prosperity lies ahead. We know that. So we have a confirmation there. That's a really strong confirmation of that. You have success, abundance, happiness, creativity, bliss coming towards you. We have talk less and feel more. Yeah, I feel that. And we've spoke at length about connecting with source, connecting with your intuition and higher self. So that is more confirmation of that. And we also have heart awakening and accepting divine love and balancing your charity, what you give, with also what you give to yourself. Okay? So we have meditate and contemplate. Yeah, it's right here. So I'm always promoting those self-care practices, and we have additional confirmation here that that is where you should go, where you're being guided. And we have take a breather. That is the same as meditate. And it could even be like breath work. So if that's something that you're familiar with and you're interested in, that could be something that you may find helpful to you at this time. Okay, but definitely get those self-care practices in. If you're not a big meditator, you don't want to do that, then you can journal, you can go for a walk, you can sit out in nature, you can do breath work like we talked about. So there's so many other ways that you can incorporate self-care into your daily routine, and you can also get relaxation and replenish yourself and refill your cup is really the ultimate goal here and what you're being guided to do. I'm going to get 3. All right, so we have remember what you stand for, especially when no one is looking. So yeah, walk in integrity, walk in honesty, because that's how you know you are aligned with your true path. So if you're not doing that, then that's a very strong message to you and a very strong reminder to you to don't get distracted. Don't allow those old patterns, those old outdated beliefs and actions and strategies that you would use typically. It's time to let go of those things. And you know what those things are. You know which ones need to be let go of versus which are positive and have positive results for all parties involved. Okay, so I hear like someone needs to know like, okay, so don't come for me, but yes, someone needs to know like the manipulation tactics and you trying to control certain situations to accomplish specific outcomes is not the move. That you're being guided away from that, because we know that everyone has free will, and this is really about you putting out the energy that you wish to receive back. Period. Okay. Then we have Sekhmet with forgiveness and acknowledge the hurt and allow yourself to ascend. That is wonderful, because we know that you are going through this major transformation and growth and you're evolving spiritually. But a part of that, you may need to do some shadow work. You may need to do some journaling. You may need to do some meditations to allow you to continue that healing process. All right. And then we have face your shadow. I swear I didn't look at that before I said the shadow work. I didn't. But yeah, it's coming up right here. So in whatever way it works for you is what you're being guided to do. So if you feel like you do need to do some shadow work, definitely move forward on that. If you feel like you're past that, you feel like you don't need to do that, you've already incorporated the aspects from that place into your authentic self, and you're leveraging it to help you to continue to grow and expand and raise your awareness and consciousness, then you've moved past that. So this is going to be different for everyone and where you are. But wherever you are, there's always room to grow. There's always room to be appreciative and thankful and grateful for who you are and how much you've accomplished to this point. And I'm hearing that your guides are very proud of you. You've been putting in the work, and they want you to know that. So keep going. All right, Scorpio. So those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.